If you drive a diesel vehicle, there's a very good chance you're making mistakes with your tire pressure, and you probably don't even realize it. And no, this isn't just about tires being too low. The bigger problem is that many diesel owners don't truly understand what tire pressure numbers mean, when they matter, and when they need to change them. A lot of advice online sounds confident and convincing. Friends, forums, even some mechanics will tell you things that sound right, but following the wrong tire pressure advice can quietly cause problems. Your tires may wear out faster than they should. Your vehicle may not handle as well, especially in bad weather. And in some cases, you could even be putting your safety at risk. So instead of repeating myths or half-truths, let's slow things down and talk about what actually matters, especially if you own a diesel car, SUV, or light truck. Let's start with the tire pressure sticker on your vehicle. You'll usually find it on the driver's side door jamb. A lot of people glance at it once and then ignore it forever. That's a mistake. That number on the sticker is not random, and it's not a guess. Vehicle engineers spent years testing your exact model. They tested how it carries weight, how the suspension works, how it turns, stops, and rides. They drove it thousands of miles in different conditions. After all that testing, they landed on a tire pressure that gives the best balance of comfort, handling, tire life, fuel economy, and safety. For most diesel passenger vehicles, SUVs and light trucks, that recommended pressure usually falls somewhere between 30 and 38 PSI. And for normal everyday driving, commuting, errands, light road trips, that number is exactly where your tires should be. Now here's where diesel owners start to overthink things. Diesel vehicles are heavier than gas versions. There's no way around it. A diesel engine weighs a lot more. In some turbo diesel SUVs, the front end can be 400 to 600 pounds heavier than the gas model. That extra weight sounds scary, and it makes people assume they need higher tire pressure all the time. But here's the key point most people miss. The engineers already accounted for that weight. When they set the door sticker pressure, they knew the diesel engine was heavier. They tested it that way. The recommended pressure already includes the extra engine weight. So for normal driving, you do not need to inflate above the sticker just because it's a diesel. Where things really change is when you add load. This is the part that confuses a lot of diesel owners. When you start hauling cargo, loading up passengers, or towing a trailer, the situation changes. More weight means your tires have to work harder. And when tires work harder, they need more air pressure to safely support that load. Many vehicles show two different tire pressure numbers on the door sticker. One is for normal driving, the other is for maximum load. If your vehicle has both, you should actually use them the way they're intended. Normal driving, use the normal number. Heavy load or towing, move up to the higher number. If your sticker only shows one number, a safe general rule is to add 3 to 5 PSI when you're hauling heavy cargo or pulling a trailer. Some manufacturers recommend even more, which is why checking your owner's manual is always smart. This is important because a lot of bad advice says the opposite. You'll hear people claim the door sticker pressure is only for maximum load, and that you should run higher pressure all the time for daily driving. That advice is flat out wrong. The door sticker is your baseline. You only go up from there when you add weight. One of the biggest mistakes diesel owners make is trying to read tire wear like it tells one clear story. People look at worn tires and jump to quick conclusions. But tire wear is tricky. It doesn't always mean what you think it means, and pressure is only one piece of the puzzle. Let's start with a common example. If the outer edges of your tires are wearing faster than the center, many people immediately assume the tires are underinflated. And yes, low pressure can cause edge wear, but that's not the only reason it happens. Aggressive cornering, worn suspension parts, or bad alignment can all cause the exact same wear pattern. If you drive hard through turns or take corners fast, the outside edges of the tires take more stress. Over time, that shows up as edge wear, even if your pressure is perfect. Now look at the opposite situation. If the center of the tire wears faster than the edges, that usually points to overinflation. Too much air makes the center of the tread bulge out, so it carries more of the load. But again, pressure isn't the only possible cause. Some tires naturally wear differently, depending on their design. Some roads are crowned, some driving habits push wear toward the center. That's why you should never rely on one wear pattern alone to diagnose a problem. What you really want to see is even wear across the entire tread. When the tire wears evenly from edge to edge, that's a sign your pressure, alignment, and driving habits are all working together properly. Here's the part many people overlook. Alignment matters just as much as tire pressure, sometimes more. If your alignment is even slightly off, your tires will wear unevenly no matter how perfect your pressure is. Diesel trucks and SUVs are especially vulnerable to this because they're heavier and often used harder. Hit a deep pothole, clip a curb while parking, drive rough roads, go off-road once in a while. Any of these can knock your alignment out of spec, and when that happens, tires start wearing in strange and expensive ways. This is why tire rotation is so important. You should be rotating your tires every 5,000 to 7,000 miles. Rotation helps spread wear evenly across all four tires instead of letting one position wear out faster than the others. If you're seeing uneven wear, don't just air up your tires and hope for the best. Take a step back, ask yourself a few honest questions. When was the last time you rotated your tires? When was the last alignment check? Do you drive aggressively or take corners hard? Pressure is only one factor, and chasing pressure alone won't fix a deeper issue. Now let's talk about fuel economy, because tire pressure always comes up in that conversation, especially with diesel owners. Yes, tire pressure does affect fuel economy. When tires are underinflated, they create more rolling resistance. That means your engine has to work harder just to keep the vehicle moving. Over time, that extra effort burns more fuel. If your tires are significantly underinflated and you bring them back up to the correct pressure, you might see a 2 to 3% improvement in fuel economy. That's real and it matters. But here's the reality most people don't want to hear. Running higher than recommended pressure for fuel savings gives very small returns. You might squeeze out another 0.5%, maybe less, and in exchange, you give up ride comfort, traction, and you risk wearing the center of the tire faster. For diesel vehicles, the biggest fuel economy gains don't come from overinflating tires. They come from better habits, smooth acceleration, steady highway speeds, removing unnecessary weight, keeping the engine properly maintained. Those things matter far more than pushing tire pressure above what the manufacturer recommends. If there's one thing that separates drivers who get long tire life from those who don't, it's not tricks or hacks, it's consistency. Most tire problems don't come from one big mistake. They come from small issues that go unnoticed for months. Checking your tire pressure once a year is not enough. Even once every few months isn't great. Tires naturally lose air over time, even when there are no leaks. On average, tires lose about 1 PSI per month. That means if you inflate your tires correctly and forget about them, 6 months later you could be running 5 or 6 PSI low without realizing it. That's why you should check tire pressure at least once a month. And how you check it matters. Always measure pressure when the tires are cold. The best time is early in the morning before you've driven anywhere. Driving heats up the tires and heat increases air pressure. If you check after driving, the reading will be higher than the true cold pressure, and you'll think everything is fine when it's not. Use a good digital tire gauge. This makes a bigger difference than people realize. The cheap pencil-style gauges, or gas station gauges, are often inaccurate. Spending $15 or $20 on a quality digital gauge is one of the simplest upgrades you can make for your vehicle. Keep it in your glove box and use it regularly. Now let's talk about seasons, because temperature plays a huge role in tire pressure. For every 10 degrees Fahrenheit the temperature drops, tire pressure drops by about 1 PSI. That means when summer turns into fall and fall turns into winter, your tires are slowly losing pressure even if nothing else changes. This is why many diesel owners suddenly see their tire pressure warning light come on when the weather gets cold. But here's the problem. By the time that light turns on, the tires have already been low for a while. That brings us to the TPMS system. A lot of drivers rely on the tire pressure monitoring system as if it's a maintenance reminder. It's not. TPMS is an emergency warning system, not a daily care tool. Most TPMS lights don't turn on until pressure drops, about 25% below the recommended level. So if your door sticker says 35 PSI, that light might not come on until you're down around 26 or 27 PSI. By that point, the tire has been underinflated for a long time. Handling is already worse. Tire wear has already started. Fuel economy has already taken a hit. TPMS is designed to alert you to sudden or dangerous pressure loss, not to tell you when it's time for routine maintenance. If you wait for the light, you're already late. Now let's get into what actually causes early tire wear on diesel vehicles. because this is where the real damage happens. The number one cause is improper loading without adjusting pressure. Diesel vehicles are often used to tow, haul, and carry heavy loads. If you regularly do that but never increase tire pressure, your tires are under constant stress. The sidewalls flex more than they should. Heat builds up inside the tire. That heat breaks down the rubber faster and shortens tire life. Over time, this can even increase the risk of tire failure. The second major cause is alignment issues. Diesel trucks and SUVs live a tougher life than most cars. Rough roads, work sites, trailers, curbs, and potholes all add up. Even a small alignment problem can destroy a set of tires surprisingly fast. Getting an alignment check once a year is cheap insurance. And if you notice your vehicle pulling to one side or see strange wear patterns, don't wait. The third cause is simple neglect. Not checking pressure regularly means small problems grow quietly. Many drivers don't realize their tires have been low for months because the vehicle still feels fine. But tires don't complain loudly. They just wear out faster. Now let's talk about situations that are very common with diesel vehicles but rarely explained clearly. This is where a lot of owners accidentally shorten tire life without meaning to. First, we need to talk about modified diesel vehicles. If your diesel truck or SUV is completely stock, meaning no lift kit, no bigger wheels, no heavy accessories, then the door sticker recommendation usually works perfectly. But many diesel owners don't stay stock for long. Lift kits, larger wheels, heavier tires, steel bumpers, winches, toolboxes, bed racks, all of these add weight. And when weight changes, tire pressure needs may change too. Once you significantly modify your vehicle, the original door sticker pressure may no longer be ideal. That doesn't mean it's useless, but it may not be optimal anymore. In these cases, it's smart to talk to a tire specialist who understands load ratings and real-world use. They can help calculate pressure based on actual weight, tire type, and how you use the vehicle. This also applies if you upgrade to a different load range tire. Many diesel owners move to higher load-rated tires for towing or durability. The tire sidewall will list a maximum load and a maximum pressure, but that number is often misunderstood. Which brings us to an important point. The maximum pressure number on the tire sidewall is not a recommendation. It is not a goal. It is simply the absolute maximum pressure the tire can safely handle under ideal conditions. Running at or near that number all the time is unnecessary and risky. As you drive, tires heat up. Heat increases pressure. If you start too high, you can exceed safe limits without realizing it. That increases the risk of blowouts, especially under heavy load or highway driving. Unless you are carrying extremely heavy loads and have confirmed that your setup requires it, you should never be near max pressure. Let's look at some real-world examples to make this practical. Imagine you drive a diesel SUV. The door sticker recommends 35 PSI for your daily routine commuting, groceries, school runs, normal driving. You keep the tires at 35 PSI. That's exactly right. Now you load up for a family vacation, 5 passengers, luggage, cooler, gear. The vehicle is clearly heavier. In this case, bumping the pressure up to 38 or 40 PSI makes sense. The tires can now support the extra weight more safely and evenly. When the trip is over and the vehicle is unloaded, you drop the pressure back down to 35 mondets. That's proper tire pressure management. Now let's look at a diesel pickup. Say the door sticker shows 35 PSI front and rear for normal driving, and 35 front 45 rear for maximum load. For daily use, you run 35 all around. When you hook up a camper or load gravel in the bed, the rear tires are doing much more work, so you increase the rear pressure to 45, maybe 48 depending on the weight and manufacturer guidance. Once the trailer is unhooked or the bed is empty, you lower the rear tires back to 35. This keeps the ride comfortable, improves traction, and prevents center tread wear when the truck is unloaded. This simple habit alone can dramatically extend tire life. What many diesel owners do instead is leave the tires at high pressure all the time, just in case. That leads to harsh ride quality, reduced grip, and uneven wear when the vehicle is empty, which is most of the time. The truth is, tire pressure is not a set-it-and-forget-it number. It's something that should change based on how you're using the vehicle. So let's bring everything together. For normal driving, follow the manufacturer's recommendation on the door sticker. When you add weight, increase pressure appropriately. When the load is gone, bring it back down. Check pressure monthly. Always when tires are cold, rotate tires on schedule. Address alignment issues early. There are no secret tricks, no magic numbers, no shortcuts. These basic habits will do far more for your tire life, fuel economy, handling, and safety than any hack or myth you'll hear online. If you drive a diesel vehicle, understanding tire pressure and adjusting it the right way is one of the simplest ways to protect your investment and drive with confidence.